paradise and heard inexpressible words which it is not lawful for a man to utter. He was caught up into the third heaven. And when we read that, when we've read it in the past, we've always wondered, what in the world is the third heaven? I didn't know there was more than one. Now you know. There's the atmospheric heaven, there's the stellar heaven, and now there is the heaven where God lives. In these verses, Paul's not referring to the atmospheric heaven. He's referring to the highest heaven, the very dwelling place of God. Solomon spoke of this in 1 Kings 8:27. He said, "But will God indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain you. How much less this temple which I have built?" Moses called this heaven the highest heaven. Other Bible writers describe it as God's holy temple. And this is what God was referring to when his son Jesus said to the thief, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Hebrews calls this place a better country. Jesus referred to it as the Father's house. This is it, the heaven of heavens, the highest heaven, paradise, the Father's house. This is the place where God dwells and where his throne radiates glory, where angels fill the skies with praise, and where the redeemed of every age will live forever. This is our future address if we know Jesus, the highest heaven where God lives. The prominence of heaven and the plurality of it. Let's talk about this place called heaven. The key passage here is John 14, where Jesus said, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." Now, in the Bible, as you read the Bible through, and especially during this series as we focus on these passages, we're going to find a number of names for heaven, different things the Bible speaks a bit about. It's pictured in many ways, and each picture suggests a little different aspect of it. When we say that heaven is a country, we're talking about how vast it is. Heaven's a big place. When we see it in the scripture and it's a city, we think of all the people that live there. When we see it compared to a kingdom, we think of how orderly and organized the government is. When we hear of paradise, we imagine all the beauty of heaven. My favorite description of heaven is the Father's house. I love that. I like the Father's house. When Don and I were students at Dallas Seminary, we longed to be at home. But we were 1,050 miles from Cedarville, Ohio, where I lived. And believe it or not, there were occasions when we'd get off work on Friday, get in my